Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee. Welcome back to Flurry Sports. And happy week 9. We made it past the shitty bye week last week. We got 4 teams on bye this week, but we're battle tested at this point. We're good to go. And the trade deadline's approaching quickly. So if you have any start-sit questions, if you have any trade questions, if you have anything like that, definitely drop them in the live chat. But if you're watching this after the fact, definitely drop it in the comments as well, and we will jump in there and answer your questions. Yes, Luke.
I got a question, I guess, for both of you. Zach, you being an offensive line guy, maybe this pertains a little bit more towards you. You guys are you guys fans of the sport of wrestling?
Like legit wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more MMA, but I like wrestling.
Okay. Because growing up, I'm in I kind of grew up in like a basketball world, right? And it feels like, basketball wrestling happens at the same time. Kind of feels like if you're playing a winter sport, you're either doing basketball or wrestling. Maybe that's in Wisconsin. In my professional life, I've been in much more wrestling communities. Wrestling's a pretty big sport, and I don't fully understand it. I get the idea of it. I think I'm out on it. I don't know. I'm not huge into combat sports that are on the ground, I guess. Like, I love boxing, but I hate wrestling and MMA. I don't know. It's just an interesting thought.
I like wrestling. I hate wrestlers.
Okay.
That makes sense. They're weirdos.
Yeah.
Like the people who have to be like spitting in a bottle all day to make weight, and they're just very weird people usually. There's always something off about them. It's also a very cult community, I would say.
That's how I feel about hockey.
Hockey for sure. Hockey's a little bit better. You just hate hockey.
I think I like hockey. I love watching hockey in person.
No, you don't.
I do. Honestly, I do. I have a lot of fun watching hockey in person. I cannot stand watching hockey on TV. I cannot stand hockey culture. I cannot stand hockey people.
You don't like hockey culture?
No.
That feels wrong.
I know.
Yeah,
no,
that's
Maybe
wrong.
it's blasphemous to say that. I'm not into it. I don't know.
Green Bay, Northern Wisconsin is hockey culture.
I get it. Maybe, and it's probably because Wisconsin doesn't have a professional team. Like, I don't really care. I don't have any.
We do.
Or anything.
We do.
Milwaukee Admirals are not a professional hockey team.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I don't know. And maybe it's I'm so bullish on basketball. It's like my whole life I have a bunch of hockey friends. It's always been fight what's better, basketball or hockey. So maybe that's made me hate hockey.
We'll revisit this because it's fine if you don't like watching hockey on TV. Hockey in person is obviously great.
Yep.
You like hockey culture. You fit in with hockey culture. You never went to a party at a hockey house and maybe yes or no witnessed a rape, because that always happens.
No, I've actively avoided hanging out with partying with hockey people.
It's a very safe thing to do, but they turn up. Warrior Loft redraft going forward, rest of season. Are you worried about Kyren Williams' production? No. Would you start Marvin Harrison Jr. versus the Cowboys or a struggling Commanders Debo versus the Seahawks? Great tee up for me, because the fantasy football start sit articles on Flurry Sports. We got one for quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight ends. Luke wrote quarterback and tight end. I wrote running back and wide receiver. Marvin Harrison Jr. is my featured guy.
Yeah.
And it disgusted me to feature 2 Cardinals in my 2 articles this week.
Oh.
So did not like that. I wrote that after one of the worst migraines I think I've ever had last night. So I went from migraine to thinking about the Cardinals, and today is a very off vibe, and I don't know which one impacted me more.
I'm happy you chose the Cardinals, because I was really in a debate if I should I actually put Kyler Murray in my quarterback article, and I didn't. So we have some Cardinals representation, I guess, because there are going to be points scored in that game.
Yes. So what's your guys' answer? Mine's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison. I also think Kyren Williams is fine because he's going to get goal line carries. He's going to score touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Debo this week as well. I don't dislike Debo. Brian Rogers, Rico Dowdle, or David Montgomery, and DJ Moore or Greg Jennings.
Oh.
Juwan Jennings? Never Greg Jennings. I hate Greg Jennings.
Yeah, agreed. But
I'm assuming Juwan Jennings. If that's the case, it's for sure Moore. Dowdle or you're going Montgomery. Yeah. I want to check my rankings. That's close. Trevor, do you have a lean?
Lions play the Vikings. Carolina Panthers play the Packers. I'll go Dowdle.
I have them back to back in my rankings. Great. I have Montgomery one spot ahead of Dowdle, and honestly back to back. So coin flip, and it could change by the end of the week. I don't have a strong. Richard Michaels have DJ Moore and Woody questionable. DJ Moore did not practice today. Notables definitely watch until Friday. Scary Terry already ruled out. Start Washington. Full PPR.
I think if you have to, you start Washington. I don't love Washington. I don't think he's that great of a player. But right, the opportunity, he's going to be on the field. And Miami has Baltimore this week, who you can pass on, right? And I guess you kind of have to make the decision quickly. Like if DJ Moore's playing, it's DJ Moore.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like Malik Washington.
I think
as a player.
Yeah, I think I just don't like the Dolphins, to be honest.
Well, I mean, join the club, brother.
Yeah, but so maybe that's an unfair bias on Malik Washington.
Do you think he's gonna like Malik Washington just because his name is kind of close to Malik Cunningham? Is that why? Because that would make sense.
He's just a fun player. He balled in college. He's fast. Yeah, he's taken on the Tyreek role. I think you can pencil him in for at least 4 touches tonight.
Yeah.
I would sit Malik Washington, but just because I think there's too big of a risk, and you're going to have to look that risk in the face every single day, Friday and Saturday, which could be a reward that you look at if you bench him, but I'm not in on him. But that does put you in a precarious spot if DJ Moore doesn't go.
True. I mean, if there's absolutely nobody on waivers, I think you have to start Washington. But
yeah, I also think in this situation, Richard, if you're still here, let us know. Is this like a must-win game for you this week? If it is, I think you probably have to start Malik Washington and don't like fuck around with injuries and having to, try to pick someone up last minute.
Let's say, I mean, you guys went DJ Moore anyway, but let's just say, I know Luke's answer, but Luther Burden's out there. You can pick up Luther Burden, drop Washington. Would you rather have Luther Burden if Moore is out, or would you rather start Washington?
I'd rather have Burden.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going Washington. Baxter, thinking of trading Charbonnet, good move, Worthy and Higgins for Pickens and Keenan Allen.
Feels like you're trading the same players for the same players.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know the upside here.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're giving away more upside than you're getting. I kind of hate Keenan Allen rest of season.
I do too.
It's dirty to say.
So Charbonnet, Worthy, and Higgins for George Pickens and Keenan Allen. I agree with you. I don't love Keenan Allen. George Pickens is obviously going to see a decrease in what we saw in the middle of the year just because CD's such a target hog. I think out of these, like in a vacuum, I think I want T. Higgins the most out of these 5 players.
I'd agree.
It's either Higgins or Pickens, but I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
But I mean, Pickens, if CD's out, is top 10.
For sure.
If Chase is out, I think Higgins is top 10. If Rashee Rice is out, gets hurt or something, I think Worthy goes up in value. I don't think he's top 10. We've seen it already. And if Kenneth Walker gets hurt, which has been a pattern, I think Charbonnet pushes for RB1 numbers too.
Yeah.
So I think you're giving away way too much upside.
Yeah, Baxter, I think you have the better side of this trade.
Yeah. Bum. Must win for Richard, 2-6 record, Burden in confusion protocol.
Confusion could probably be a synonym of concussion.
Honestly, it probably should start being. I feel like that's what they call it during like the Nickelodeon games or something.
Right.
Like he's headed to the bouncy house in confusion protocol. I mean, yeah, my side, I'm sticking with Washington, but who knows who's out there for you? Like it's hard to answer just knowing that. I'm trying to think of players, like let's say
For my league.
Shamir DK's out there, I think I'm fine waiting then because I don't mind DK. I don't love him this week, but somebody like that's probably out there.
I love him. It's been short, but I think I saw he's wide receiver 11 since Callahan got fired. Granted, I think isn't that like a 2-week thing, so that doesn't mean a whole lot. But I mean, especially if you have return yards, I'm firing up DK for sure because he's been a really good returner too.
I just pulled up one of my leagues, a 12-team league. Looking at the wide receivers who are out there, it's Malik Washington, Calvin Austin, Darius Slayton, Ilek Aymanar, Rashad Bateman, Zacchaeus, Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Westbrook Akine, and so on.
I don't hate my last resort being Michael Wilson.
You get a Monday night guy too.
Right. I think Michael Wilson's an extremely talented player. I love him. I like him coming out of college. My really only knock on him was injury, and he's stayed healthy. Now my only knock on him is Kyler Murray, which is a big knock. But, I mean, if Dallas just tries to lock up Marvin Harrison Jr., it could be a weirdly big Michael Wilson game. Someone dropped Slayton. He's on waivers. Giants play who this week?
The Giants play San Fran. I like Jackson Dart.
I like Jackson Dart. Slayton over Malik. I have Malik higher.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we've seen what we've seen out of it. We know what Darius Slayton is.
I think he's a decent player.
Yeah, but I agree. I think he's a decent player, but he's like we do this dance every year about Darius Slayton, and it's never been, he's been the guy to pick up.
I feel like I'm on the opposite side. I feel like every single year we're like, fuck, Slayton's doing well. Like he sneaks up on us.
But I feel like it's because he gets put into like this wide receiver one role that like, yeah, he has opportunities to, I guess, put in as a flex, right? To like, we think that, he can go out there and be the guy who gets 75 yards and maybe a touchdown. And really he's around that 4 catch for 60 yards, which I guess is fine. But I guess thinking as like a difference changer, which is very difficult to do, right? Picking up for waivers. I think you have a better option with Malik Washington.
Yeah, I think all these guys are sort of the same. We're nitpicking.
Yes, I don't disagree with that.
But yeah, I don't hate waiting and just gathering more information. And with the way the season's going, someone else is going to get hurt before fucking Sunday anyway. But DJ Moore's played through so much, like there's probably a decent chance DJ Moore plays, even though he's not practicing yet.
I think another question for Richard here too is he asked us what DJ Moore and Woody questionable, Scary Terry already ruled out. So I assume he has Malik Washington on his team if he's asking to start. But if he's looking to pick someone up, the question is, Richard, always who are you dropping for this player?
Make sure you put him in your wide receiver just so you don't get screwed and you have to start. Put somebody else in. Like, make sure you locks up your wide receiver spot so you have a little more flexibility there. Warrior DST question: Rams off a bye versus the Saints? Yes. With a new quarterback, it's Shuck. Or Lions DST versus the Vikings, which I also don't hate. JJ McCarthy is for sure a question mark. He has some quality weapons, but I think Rams is the safer. Yes, go Rams. Agreed. They're good.
Rams.
It's not even like you're settling for the Rams. They're good. Ravim, half PPR, choose 2, Kamani Vidal, Chase Brown, or Jalen Waddle. I think I'm going Vidal and Waddle.
That's fine. Yeah.
Who are the Bengals playing again this week?
They play the Bears?
The Bears.
Oh, yeah, yep. The Bears, yeah. Vidal and Waddle.
Also, Joe Flacco is question mark. Like, he'll play through it because he has to, but I don't love that he has an AC joint sprain in his throwing shoulder. I figure I have to keep an eye on Flacco's status. Yes. If out, bench Chase Brown. Yes.
Agreed.
Yes, I don't think Jake Brown's bad, and I do think taking a step back would help him. So I don't think if Jake Brown has to start, Browning, sorry, I don't think he will be the Jake Browning we saw earlier in the year. He'll be better. One, because he's gotten to take a breath and just watch film. And then 2, it's the Bears, which helps too. So I already said sit Brown, but yeah. I'm just saying, like, for everybody else, like I don't think I'm downgrading everybody if we have to, deal with Browning like we were earlier in the year.
If the Bears lose to Jake Browning, there are going to be a lot of very uncomfortable conversations after losing to backups 2 weeks in a row.
Not even conversations. Chicago media is
Yeah.
going to be insane.
They're already getting there, man.
I know. I mean, temperature is getting a little bit colder, had a little frost on the grass, and the Bears media is tearing down their own team.
Mhm.
So, 'tis the season.
History repeats itself.
Absolutely.
Did you see? We missed one in here from Warrior Loft, about Rondé Gadsden. So I wrote up a Rondé Gadsden as he was a kind of a feature guy in the tight end stardom sit-em. I think he's got a really solid role in this Chargers offense. I was kind of making the point that Warrior Loft is he's just a big target, that mismatch against linebackers, mismatch against safeties who can run with the ball. But bringing up Ferguson, I think I still like Ferguson this week over him. I think tight ends can really play well against Arizona. I mean, I know he's kind of a difference maker, and I talk about him a lot, but I think Tucker Kraft had 10 targets against Arizona, and he was able to take a couple and run. Arizona's not a very good tackling team. I think Ferguson's a fine play. I think that, like last week, is kind of just to bury the tape on Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, there's no data that this is based on, but there aren't many teams that'll see one of their best pass catchers, Jake Ferguson, he got like one target.
Yeah.
Either way, he got 0 receptions. Like, that's not going to happen again. They're going to make it a point to get him the ball, and they need to, because their offense is a lot better when they do. It opens stuff up. So I like Ferguson, but Granson isn't bad either.
Yeah, people kind of forget how much Ferguson's role upgraded without CeeDee Lamb as well. So I don't think he's going to bounce back to what he was when CeeDee was out, but he'll be good. And Gadsden's a real deal. I mean, I'm biased. I think I had him the first year of our college fantasy league. I like him a lot. He's always been a really good player. He kind of is what he is, and now there's tape on him. So teams are going to start playing him a little bit differently. I don't think he's going to become bad or anything. I do think they're going to try to get Quentin Johnston going a little bit again. People forget he had 6 targets 2 weeks ago. So I'm not fully writing off Johnston, but it's not a coincidence that Gadsden's roles grows. Looks like Quentin Johnston out there essentially. And, they're conversely correlated at this point. But I think water's going to find its level for all of these pass catchers, which stinks. I think there's a lot of mouths to feed with the Chargers. So they're all sort of unimpressive to me rest of season. And I hate, again, with going with a theme of Chargers kind of suck for fantasy at the moment, they're talking so glowingly about Vidal. Like he's a running back one. He's so good. So Marion Hampton comes back. Vidal's not going to disappear.
Right.
So a lot of touches for everybody, and kind of makes everybody okay and nobody great.
The Chargers are like the Packers, but with more talented playmakers, in that sense, at least.
Possibly at every position. How do we feel about Zach Charbonnet and pick up either Worthy?
I think the pick one.
Higgins or Pickens, or just hold. I think hold. The
Seahawks are so firm in Charbonnet getting goal line carries over Kenneth Walker and just getting a ton of carries compared to Kenneth Walker. I don't understand it, but I don't see them flipping this anytime soon. Like, I'm not saying Charbonnet is going to be a running back one the rest of the year, but I see no reason to sell him now.
I will say, though, if I was offered George Pickens for Charbonnet and Worthy, I might take it. If I would be the one getting Pickens. Like, I don't really want to deal with Charbonnet or Worthy. Like, there's no week I'm starting either of them if I have to.
Yeah, so my thought on this...
Thinking about it from that point of view.
Right. My thought on this is, if you don't have to start Zach Charbonnet, and you can kind of get away with these, I guess I'm going to call them high risk, high reward players in Xavier Worthy and T. Higgins, which is probably not the right term, but you kind of get the idea. And you have to have like a solid receiver, like in order to, you're falling out, you need to win this week. I don't hate this. But I think, you're giving up 2 pieces of guys who are players that, they're going to be on the field. They're going to catch balls. They're going to get runs. They're going to have touchdown upside. I think if you have to do this trade, do it. But I don't think do this trade just to make a trade, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I would almost just wait a week, just because if you're not pressured to, I don't think you get much better in the short term. It's just like if everything stays the same and no injuries happen, you will never start Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
There's no chance you will.
Yeah.
And then Worthy and Higgins have been inconsistent at the absolute most generous, version of them this year. So with that in mind, like, yes, I would like Pickens, but upside for sure is still with the guys you have. Ravim hates Charbonnet for that reason. He's a Seattle local. Do Seattle locals love Ken Walker? I imagine they do, but are you among the crowd?
Before we answer, let's just have a check-in on Ravim. How are you doing after the Mariners loss? That's got to sting a little bit.
Feels similar
to the Mariners.
I feel for you.
The Seattle Mariners.
Lucius, would you go with Andrews or Kincaid? Full PPR. Thanks in advance. I hate it.
And Andrews.
But I would go with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, the Chiefs just dominated Dalton Kincaid.
Yes.
I mean, historically is what I'm saying.
Yes, and Mark Andrews does what historically?
Gets dominated.
Has diabetes.
Oh. 100% of the time.
The Chiefs.
But I would still go Andrews.
Yeah. I mean, Zach, this is what we talked about for all, just talking about the Bills Chiefs here. This is what we talked about all, Hard Knocks offseason. Like, Bills have to win. This is a must-win game for the Bills.
It is, and they will win.
Yeah.
And what will happen in the playoffs? The opposite.
Losing the AFC Championship.
Yes. Like, lock it up. Bills are for sure winning this week. There's no doubt in my mind. And then they will meet again, and the opposite will happen. General consensus is that Ken Walker doesn't get enough carries, and he's talented. I think that's true, but I think the Seahawks have proven that they're good, and they really want him in the playoffs, and he's proven that he can't stay healthy. So I think it's an Aaron Jones situation where it's like, hey, let's just try to manage his workload, and hopefully we get to the playoffs, and he is one of the guys we can feature. I imagine.
Yeah.
Mariners' loss was heartbreaking. Bit of a casual when it comes to baseball, but followed every playoff game.
As a Brewers fan, my heart goes out to you, buddy. That's tough.
Sounds good.
What are you saying that for?
Is the World Series over?
No, Toronto's 3-2.
No.
I'm saying that too. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I mean, I'm a Brewers fan. Whatever. I'm happy other people get heartbreak too.
It's an interesting take.
I do like that. I'm going to do a couple things, couple announcements, and then we're going to spin the wheel, which is the best part of any show.
Yeah, I was also rooting against the Mariners, so.
That's a bad take. Yeah. That's bad. You're cheering for Canada? What's wrong with you?
I cheer for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
No.
That's a name I know. Yeah. I would cheer for him too. Okay, so lots of stuff on FlurrySports.org. Again, we have the stardom, sit 'em for all positions. We got IDP rankings. We got regular rankings. We got streamers. We got all kinds of stuff over there. Also on the YouTube channel. So if you're here, please please subscribe. Every single day in November, we will have a new video here on this channel. Tomorrow's a big one. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be fantastic. Plan was, again, last night to do that. And then I had a migraine, and then I had to think about the Cardinals for an hour, which was two bad things in a row.
Can I give you some promotion, too, while you're doing these announcements?
Same time or instead?
Go to FlurrySports.org. Check out Zach's rankings. Been doing this top 5 rankings, which are fun. You were brave to put candy corn in the top 3 Halloween candies.
What?
It's absolutely the correct take.
Of course.
No, it's not.
What else are you going to put in the Halloween candy? Like, come on now. Oh,
candy
I like
corn is not good. Okay, Sweethearts is awful, but
yeah. I almost put gum.
I like Sweet Tarts. Oh, the
I think it is, but yeah. I'm like, can't do it. That would piss off too many people.
Candy corn is
caramel apple suckers as my 5th spot.
Yeah,
I think is solid.
Great.
That's good. Candy corn is only good when you have no other candy available. That's my take.
No,
I seek it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. But I mean, Reese's has to be number 1. So every week in my fantasy rankings, I do a top 5 of a bunch of stuff. There's game shows a few weeks ago. We got Halloween candy this week. If there's any suggestions, definitely let me know. And I get in the batter's box and I swing. They're not always hits, but I felt good about these rankings. I felt like it was correct.
I like Reese's, and it has to be number one, but I don't like that Reese's gets the LeBron James treatment of everyone just bowing down to it.
That's fair.
Now,
That's fair.
have you guys tried the Reese's Oreo collaboration?
No.
Good.
I
like the
tried that.
Oreo Reese's better than the Reese's Oreo.
I tried the Oreo Reese's, and I was just like, why are you taking away my peanut butter? They weren't bad. I just didn't think they didn't do much.
Michelle Obama really took away a lot of stuff. She never gave it back.
Took away my peanut butter hot lunch in high school. I never went to hot lunch again.
You said that. So there's no peanut butter there? That doesn't even make sense.
When I was like a sophomore in high school, this is when, the big Obama, let's get kids skinny, which fine. That's fine. I'm fine with people taking care of their health. But what about the people who actually like peanut butter and it wasn't affecting their health in any way? We didn't have peanut butter. The peanut butter got taken away from us.
That's crazy.
I feel like someone was allergic in your school.
Yeah.
Someone should be allergic in every school just based on odds.
Well, here's the
great point.
I feel like it went the opposite for us. In kindergarten, like first and second grade, it was like, oh, watch out for peanut butter. And then in middle school, they just stopped fucking caring. They're like, you should know better by now. So it's crazy it took away its sophomore year.
Once Obama got into office, that peanut butter was gone.
At our school, peanut butter was one of the things, like, if you didn't want to pay for lunch, you could still go make a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, I wish we had that option.
And we all did. We loaded up on those bitches.
Did I ever tell you guys what I ate for cold lunch?
No, go ahead.
It's gonna be bologna, isn't it?
No, you guys met my dad. He's a good guy. He would wake up, or he would, like, Sunday, he would grill up a bunch of burgers, and then I would take cold burgers to school. Two cheeseburgers, throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds, and that's what I eat for cold lunch every day.
That's an underrated cold lunch.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I thought you were going to say you ate them cold, and that was going to be a problem.
Well, I mean, throwing them in the microwave, they're like half cold, but it was fine.
I eat everything cold. I feel like that's a problem.
So I do
everything.
I like cold food.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Cold Chinese food's the best.
Yes.
Okay, what's our thoughts on a trade I completed this week? Traded away Jalen Hurts and Pollard for Lamar Jackson and Trevion Henderson. I was never going to use Pollard anyway.
You're never going to use Trevion Henderson anyway, but I like Lamar Jackson over Jalen Hurts.
Right, that's where I'm at too.
I like it.
Yeah. And, I mean, there's a chance Ramondre Stevenson gets hurt and they don't bring in another running back and then they have to use Henderson. So, fine. Pollard, yeah, you're never going to use him. So, good to go. Jacob, do we say Fanta or Fanta? What do you say?
Any relation to John Fanta? Shout out John Fanta, man.
Yeah, John Fanta's the man.
The man.
Okay. It's definitely Jacob Fanta. So, 12-man PPR. The commercial is Wanta Fanta. They don't say Wanta Fanta. It's Spanish.
I couldn't give a fuck about the commercial.
Yeah.
Well, do you think they're just actively mispronouncing it in the commercial?
Yes.
No. It's Spanish.
I thought it was Italian.
That's the same fucking language. That's just sugar coated in Italy. Not sure who told you that. Okay. Javonte, Dak, Moore for Jefferson, DK Metcalf. Is that a good move? Yeah. I have Taylor, your stack, Harvey, Benson, running backs, Mahomes at quarterback, Abuka, Wandell. Yeah, I guess. I'm not a huge Justin Jefferson guy.
Yeah, I don't love it, but because I do think, if anything happens at JT or Saquon, you're in a really tough spot. But if your only other wide receivers are Abuka and Wandale, you need to make that trade.
I think I would rather trade away Saquon than Javonte Williams.
I would agree.
Because I think I could get more, and I don't think they're that different.
All right. I thought you meant this trade.
As a 1-to-1, I think Saquon's better. But I think I could get more. But you made the trade. I don't hate the trade. So, good to go. Juan Pena, how do you say Fanta? Might have pigeonholed you there. Who for my wide receiver 2, 3, and flex?
Oh, love this.
Wide receiver is Deebo Samuel, DK, Addison, Booty, and Johnston. Running back Charbonnet, Krosky, Merritt, Henderson. Tight end is Ertz, Kittle, Gott.
He has Devontae Adams as wide receiver.
Got Devontae Adams at wide receiver 1. Jacobs Taylor. Okay, so wide receiver 2, 3, and flex. Are we starting a non-wide receiver in the flex?
No. We need to stop with Krosky Merritt. Dude is not good for fantasy. We just need to stop with him. He isn't what we thought. So wash it.
He's a sit in my sit this week. Terrible matchup.
I'm thinking.
I'm for sure starting Debo.
So my thought was Debo and Addison are starts.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's say that's wide receiver 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have a flex between DK, Boutte, Johnston, Charbonnet, and it sounds like we're ruling Bill, and I assume we're ruling Travion Henderson out.
Yes. Do one of your tight ends have to start, or are you already starting a tight end and we're choosing between all of them? Because I'm fine with going Kittle.
Yeah, I would put.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine with Kittle at the flex.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just have a feeling about Johnston this week, and that could burn you. It's high risk, high reward.
I'm fine with Ertz at the flex too, to be honest.
Yeah, Ertz is okay. They're starting to get more of those tight ends involved there in Washington, which I don't like, but Jane Daniels being back helps for sure. He targets Ertz. Interesting call on that. I don't even know what it was. Andrews or Kincaid? Yes. Okay. Andrews has 23 catches for 275 and has scored 3 touchdowns in 3 games against the Dolphins in his career. Never would have guessed. Yeah, Lamar is going to ball the fuck out as he always does. And it's just like, who's going to catch the ball?
Mm-hmm. Who's going to score the touchdown?
That's a good stat. I like that.
Dolphins also upgraded their corners. Obviously, they have Rasul Douglas there. They're doing okay against wide receivers. A lot of that's game script, but I think you can beat them against tight ends. My only worry is Isaiah Likely's done nothing this year.
I know.
And it's prime time, and it feels like a likely spot.
Yep.
It's likely where he balls out.
Likely.
Would you say?
Sure.
Likely.
Warrior Loft, Kyron Williams, and Keenan Allen for Gibbs.
Yeah.
Yes, I would do that.
Gibbs is never mind. That doesn't make sense, but Gibbs feels like a mix of Kyron Williams and Keenan Allen. Not as a player, as like a production standpoint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. You could have gone either way, and I think I would agree.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind that Kyron Williams doesn't catch a bunch of passes.
I agreed.
He won the award in college for dual threat, and he doesn't run routes or catch passes. I don't get it.
Now, Zach, did you see Gibbs won as one of the Hardy Boys for Halloween?
Did he? It's which one? That changes a lot of things.
Let me look it up. I got you.
Anyone other than Jeff? Like Jeff Hardy is a top 5 person of all time, and I'm not a wrestling guy.
Agreed. Maniac.
Yeah.
His brother, weirdo.
Right.
It was Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I'd like to know if someone went with him as. Did he? I mean, that would be a great celebration if he scored a touchdown this week.
Interesting.
So, yeah, pencil that in, I guess. With that in mind, let's do this. So, one thing I think we should start doing every week.
Spin that wheel.
We're going to spin a wheel. So, whatever it lands on, each of us are going to have to give a prediction. Apparently, I'm not on the screen of what is going to happen this week. So, here we go. Each of us has to give a prediction for a player to get 100 receiving yards.
Okay.
I like this.
I think so too.
Some of my initial thought was Trey Tucker.
I mean, that would be a very bold one. That would be a great hit. I think Gino does much better this week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you want to do that, go ahead.
Give me a second to look at the schedule here.
I don't like a lot of these matchups for receivers.
I agree, but Monday Night Football, I'll go with CeeDee Lamb.
I hate the guy, but I mean, I'm on Ross St. Brown.
I don't hate that.
They're at home. They're playing the psycho Brian Flores defense. That's quick passes. It's middle field's gonna be wide open. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown all day.
Is Puka back?
Yes,
he should be. Yeah,
Puka or Devontae. It doesn't matter. Either, maybe both.
One.
But Puka, if I had to. If he's out, Devontae.
Fair enough. And Ravine says JSN, which is another very good pick for that.
Yeah.
He's been.
It still feels like you didn't pick one.
That's true. You did not commit.
I did. I said Puka, but if he's out, Devontae.
You're still picking two.
Yeah.
How not? It's like the auto sub and sleeper.
Nope.
Worst feature.
It isn't a
Just
great
be on your
feature.
shit.
That didn't help my case.
We're not playing
Puka.
Okay. We're not playing best ball right now.
Bingo.
Is best ball the worst fantasy format?
I kind of like it.
I mean, I like it because it's, shadow at underdog, make a lot of money. No JSN versus Love versus the Commanders. I almost picked him. So
I like JSN.
Yeah, 0 knock against him. He is my wide receiver 3 for the week.
I
above
like
CeeDee Lamb, and I still went CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. I like best ball because when I get really pumped up that the NFL is back, like during preseason, I just do a bunch of best ball drafts and I don't even have to think about them. And then I look back at and see, where did I get this money from? Oh yeah.
It's the absolute. It's like NFL, like betting on NFL futures.
Right.
Like it just comes trickling in, and if you do the weekly winner stuff, so you can make money just during the weeks throughout the season. Right now, it's just constant money rolling in. Now it's fantastic. With Cardinals Bam Knight, will Bam Knight get 12 plus fantasy points versus the Cowboys? That's my featured running back for the start sit articles, and yes, he's going to get probably somewhere between 14 to 20 touches in this game.
Yeah.
Like I think he's going to run the ball pretty efficiently, and I think somebody has to score a touchdown for the Cardinals. This is going to be a close game, and a high scoring game is what it's projected to be. And so I would bet on the running back for the Cardinals scoring a touchdown, and that's been him.
Yep.
So
I agree.
I think so.
I agree. Shout out Bam Knight. Too bad he's a North Carolina State guy, but whatever.
Do you hate North Carolina State as a UNC guy?
No, I don't really hate them because they're like third in the love triangle in the basketball, right? They're kind of like, I care more about Big Brother and Duke and Little Brother in North Carolina State. But them getting Will Wade and they're bringing recruits in, it scares me a little bit.
Speaking of Duke, shout out Kyle Singler. Just got arrested.
Oh, yeah.
That's sad. He's had a lot of mental illness issues.
It's not that sad. He kind of beat his girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Oh, okay. Well, we take that back.
I'm wondering how
pushed her head towards the ground. It was kind of confusing. It sounds like he didn't do much, but still deserved it.
That Duke Brotherhood is really standing up for their brothers on this one.
Absolutely. Good takes. That's all we got here.
Yeah.
Until we start doing the ranking show where we have food takes. Then
shout out you, Warrior.
Hit or miss.
Appreciate you being in the chat.
Agreed. Definitely subscribe. Again, every single day in November, we're going to have a full video, like a full-length video on the Flurry Sports YouTube channel, not just shorts. So every single day, Thursdays, notably, we have Luke's Survivor pick. So if you haven't watched that yet, if you want, even if you're not doing a Survivor League, if you just want somebody to bet on for the week, go and check that out. And Luke has a good record, obviously, this year. One fluke.
You didn't
not even one miss. It's one fluke.
Yeah. It was one Mac Jones, incredible, best game he's ever going to play in his career.
That was a bad week because, that's when I had I hate them, the Cardinals against the Titans. Mm-hmm. That was a fluke.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a weird week.
I've been doing a thing recently. Not recently. Like this has been like a theme in my life, but it's kind of popped back up lately. Where, Saturday night, maybe I indulge a little bit too much and it comes to, midnight, 1 a.m. Like I could really go for some pizza. And I order a triple order of bacon topper sticks from Toppers. Okay. So I eat a good amount of them. Then I go to bed and I put what I don't eat in the fridge. I go to bed. I wake up, Sunday morning getting ready for football. I've been eating Topper sticks for breakfast, and that is awesome.
It is good.
Yeah.
Bacon's the go-to for you. That's the choice.
Yeah, I do bacon Topper sticks with nacho cheese on the side.
Okay. We usually do the pickle ones and put bacon on it.
Yeah, so I haven't had those. That sounds like right up my alley.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to assume I'm in the minority for thinking Topper sticks aren't that great.
Yeah, you might be the only person who has that take on Earth.
Okay.
I initially thought that way. I don't know why. They've been good lately, as in the past 2 years.
I'm very on the nose of that. I want as little. I love pizza. I want as little tomato sauce on pizza as possible. So this kind of
bingo
fills that itch.
Bingo. Don't really want tomato sauce on pizza ever.
Yeah.
What awful take.
No, it's definitely the best take. Jeff Failer, there's a person in our league that uses the IR spot for people that are out injured or
Seems
on a bye, probably.
It seems like this is a good strategy by this guy.
Yeah, work the system.
Yeah.
I mean, there's leagues where, depending on where you play, like Fantrax or something, like you don't necessarily have to elevate the guy after you put him there and stuff like that. So work the system for all it's worth. Making Warrior crave pizza. What's your go-to pizza then? What's like if you're doing a build of pizza? Tell us what it is. JL 7-1 with the most points. Dog. Thoughts on moving Steelers running backs for Bucks running backs for sure.
Yeah,
yes, after the bye.
If you're worried about it, you can afford to take a loss here. You're still going to be number one in your league if you take a loss on going for Bucks running backs. But I assume if you're 7-1, your receiver's good, your quarterback's good, you can probably get away with, putting up a little bit of a stinker at the running back position.
And here's the best part about that.
Steelers running backs.
Yeah. If you win on that bye week, you can talk so much shit. That's the best part.
Yeah, 100%. This is that Gridiron Gauntlet League. I don't think that's legal to do that, but
I'm not aware of Gridiron Gauntlet.
Never heard of it.
I know the name. I've never done it. I think it's it's a shitty move. Is it? I don't think you punish the guy for it. Usually, like I would just say, like Fantasy Karma is going to catch up to him. Like something always happens when people work the system weirdly. So, I think let it ride. If you're like a commissioner or something like that, if that's the question, then I think, if you don't want him to do it, make it a rule not to.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the New England Patriots during the 2000s. Jordan, who do we prefer, Bo or Darnold? It's Darnold for me.
Yeah, I am petrified. Bo plays the Texans. I'm petrified of that defense. Will Anderson's a stud. Derek Stingley's a stud. And Bo Nix is going to run. And as soon as he runs, Aziz Al-Shaair is going to absolutely murder the guy. So I'm off of Bo Nix this week. Shout out Aziz. Awesome player.
I like him too. Have Jacobs and Cook with Chase, Waddle, Daniels, and Fergie.
Yeah. So then then go get Bucky if you can do
it. Yeah, for sure. I like that. Yeah, it does keep cutting you off. Shout out Elon's Twitter. But on a buyout or injured, but he's not on IR. But
so I'm guessing that we just talked about like the Fantrax situation where you can keep a guy in. This probably a similar situation where you can.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. So, yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean.
Thinking of making a trade for a running back strictly for Week 10. I have Javonte Williams and Chase Brown on a bye. That leaves me with Vidal, Trevion Henderson as starters. Think Trey Benson returns in time? Yes.
Next week.
Yeah, he should be within a couple weeks.
He's at that 5-week mark right now. And so I think 6 is next week. Yeah. I think next week after. Soon is what I'm trying to say.
And I don't think anyone's doing anything that would really impact his workload.
Yeah. As I say it on all our shows, but if a guy like Trey Benson is on waivers right now, go pick him up.
Mm-hmm. I've done that in a couple leagues. So he's definitely out there, especially after all the buys last week. But would you do the trade for 1 week? If you're thinking you have to win out, I suppose, but otherwise I don't think I'd do that.
Well, isn't he 2-5? Or am I thinking of somebody else, 2-6 or something like that?
Okay. So assuming that's true. I have Javonte Williams and Chase Brown on bye. Vidal and Henderson as starters. I think Benson comes back. So assuming you have Benson, Vidal, and Henderson, I think that's okay. Just because something else is going to happen where you can find a running back.
I think. Yep.
Are we starting Herbert or Goff? I assume Herbert
right?
for me.
Yeah.
Let me bring up my rankings just to tell you specifically. I have Herbert at 4 at the moment. And I have Goff at 13 at the moment. So
yeah, I think Herbert.
Not very close. He has Benson on IR. So yeah, you should have him. Feeling Goff, open for opinions. I mean, he's at home. He's always much better at home. I just think Herbert's safe and fine.
Yeah, he's safe. Right. The thing is with Jared Goff this week, as I kind of talked about with Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's gonna have to get the ball out quick, get it to his playmakers' hands, and let the the receivers and running backs do the work, which is fine because they have the playmakers to do it. I think Herbert can do a little bit more by himself, if that's the right way to phrase that.
That, and I think the Titans, like, they're not good against the run, but I think they're better than what they've shown. So, like, I think the Chargers have to pass at least a little bit in this game. Obviously, Lions do as well. I just don't necessarily think the Lions have to pass well.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jared Goff guy, but yeah, I think either are fine. I think Herbert's safer. I think Goff has a higher ceiling. Fingers crossed for Benson. Yeah, you're good. No, he's 4-4. So yeah, I don't think I would make a trade for 1 week.
Also, is it Ravim or Ruvim? Let us know for next time we come back.
For sure. First time here. What's up? Got a question. Justin Jefferson at my number 1, but trying to figure out my number 2, Addison or Harrison. Go to flurrysports.org, the stardom sit-em wide receivers. Harrison's my featured guy. I would go Harrison over Addison, but I don't think you have a bad choice.
Yep, agreed.
No.
T-Bomb. Great name. Should I flex Waddle, Kyren, Etienne, or Addison?
Kyren.
What is your team looking like? That must be stacked. I'd go Kyren.
I think so too. Yep. Yeah, he'll score a touchdown. So yeah, Kyren. Any other last-second questions, definitely ask. Give us a follow or subscribe wherever the hell you are. Every single day in November, a new video here on Flurry Sports, on the Flurry Sports YouTube channel. So definitely look forward to that. And when you see it, go watch it, put it on a repeat, walk away, it doesn't matter, and comment something. Comment your favorite pizza topping. Comment a fantasy football question. Comment anything. Comment first, even if you're not first. That's always a fun bit to do. Just do anything, please. Already that first
Zach,
way we're on. Yeah.
Do you remember when we talk about on Monday? We talked about like Facebook and poking, and that's like was like the last like wholesome kind of thing. I saw it's one of those, and I never know if it's true, but it's one of those it's a historical Instagram accounts that post historical videos and historical photos. And I saw, like, it must have been, I don't know, like whenever it was, 2001, 2002, whatever, when Zuckerberg was creating Facebook. And the really initial poke is kind of different than what it ended up being. Not really, I guess, now that I say that. But the whole look of it was interesting. It's another thing that I absolutely love Internet 1.0 and how everything looked and all the nostalgia around it. That was a fun look back at that. And I didn't really need to share that story. It just came to my mind as we were talking here. Speaking of Zuckerberg,
I quote tweeted a video of him grappling with Pereira.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a sad Pereira, let him take him down.
Yeah,
and then Zuckerberg asked him if he was okay.
That's pretty good. That's
but like earnestly.
Right. That's like, yeah. That's got the same vibe as Johnny Knoxville and Butterbean boxing in the mall. Is Butterbean okay? Yeah, it's all fine.
Yeah. I mean, Zuckerberg had him.
Yeah.
He's lucky they weren't in the octagon for sure.
You guys
and Ravim, appreciate you jumping in the chat. Enjoyed Thursday Night Football.
You ever see the documentary on Netflix, The Most Hated Man on the Internet?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's about the guy who created the website that people could like post like revenge, I guess, porn pics of their exes and stuff like that. That is an awesome look into Internet 1.0.
I'm sure.
Yeah. That's when that was total the Wild West of that was even more Wild West than the actual Wild West in the 1800s.
Early internet.
Yeah.
Everything was some of the shit was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very illegal.
Yeah.
The amount of illegal stuff I've seen just because it's like, hey, let's just click this link, or you're downloading a song on LimeWire.
Right.
It's like, oh, it's someone beheading somebody.
Right.
Cool. Where's my Sum 41?
Right.
Like, I still don't got Fat Lip. It's bullshit. So T-Bomb's roster's stacked. He also has Goff, Nix, Swift, JT, Justin Jefferson, Roma, Buka, Laporta, and Gadsden. So shout out to you, sir.
Let us know how many people are in this league, because this could be a bigger league too. Like, I can see you getting Swift, Ibuka, Rome, Gadsden late. Like, that's impressive.
If I were you and I had this roster and I have a similar like tight end wide receiver situation in one league, I'm trying to trade an upgrade from Laporta. Like I'm banking on people liking the name and seeing some big performances because I don't think he's going to be consistent. And if I can get even upgrading to like a Warren, but I want to go higher. Like if I can go higher than that, that'd be awesome.
I think that's an interesting conversation, just given the climate of tight ends. Like, what is an upgrade over Laporta? A realistic upgrade over Laporta?
Like Laporta is still considered probably a tier 2 or 3, depending on how you break up your tiers. So if you go him and Swift, something like that, him and somebody who's like decent, I think you can get up to Trey Benson. If the Trey Benson owner's like, I have this really good guy, I need to start winning games, but my running backs are terrible. Like, that's not a bad trade-off for them either. What did I say? Benson?
Yeah. Benson, yeah. I
love Trey Benson, but yeah, McBride.
I think you can go, like, even if you really want to, like, Laporta and Waddle and Etienne or Swift, you can get, like, if you're really into it, Brock Bowers. It sounds like he's back at 100%. I mean, that you have the depth, too. So, I mean, shit, you have nothing to lose.
Tracy or Dowdle rest of season. It's Tracy unless Dowdle gets traded.
Yep, I agree. Tracy was good last year. People are like forgetting that.
Agreed. And the offense should be better than last year, even without Malik.
Tracy was awesome, like around the goal line last year, that nobody's like really talking about.
Yeah, and it seems like they want to get him more involved in the passing game than last year as well, which is good.
Yep.
But the big brain move is to pick up Singletary.
Sure.
Because I think Tracy's going to get hurt. But even still, let us know as well as we get out of here. If we did like a initial reactions after a primetime game, let us know if that's something you guys would join in and just like talk through the game, give our first initial reactions and stuff. I would love to know. So like, or even like between Sunday Night Football in the last slate of games, would you guys join for like, hey, this is what happened. These are the injuries. These are our initial thoughts. Let's vent about these guys letting us down.
Yep.
Or after Thursday Night Football, like tonight, like, holy shit, I can't believe Lamar Jackson ran for 19 touchdowns. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, 6:30 to 7:10 on Sundays, and because nobody wants to hear Chris Sims and Jason Garrett talk about football.
Everybody gets depressed when it switches to 60 minutes. Nobody likes that. And I mean, this is probably just me, but I'm in a league where waivers run Tuesday morning instead of Wednesday morning. So you got to be real quick on it. I forget it every week. So that's something where Sunday, I mean, you got to decide quick.
There's a league I'm managing that's like that, and I didn't really notice until about week 4. I'm like, shit. No wonder I can't keep getting these guys. Yeah, that's dumb. There's also one that doesn't go until 11 a.m. Thursday.
Yeah, it's
that I manage, and that's weird.
Well, I mean, look, our 32-man guillotine does. I guess it goes Wednesday night to Thursday, which is, I guess, is a day later.
True. That still feels weird too. I also have no more money left.
Yeah, but you have a good team though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what throws me about Fantrax. I understand it's college football, but Tuesday at 2:00, and it
has
takes
to be
till
though.
Like takes till like 2:30 to go through, which is crazy.
Yeah, later in the day is weird. Because for some teams it's like you got 5 hours to put them in your lineup, or you're screwed.
Trevor, in our matchup, I think I had 3 guys go already.
Yeah, and your running back did nothing, and then he just went ballistic in the second half.
Welcome to being a Cam Cook owner, man.
Yep. Also, would you watch any? Yeah. Would you watch any unboxing? I'll buy sports cards and unbox it. I have some money from Colossus that I have to figure out how to get out. That can be 2 hanger boxes. So.
Yeah. I mean, shit. We'll do whatever you want. Let us know.
Well,
if you want to see me and Luke do the Hot Ones challenge, let us know.
We also do have to do the 40-yard dash if we get enough followers, Luke and I.
True. That if we get to 20K before next football season, that's going to open up a lot of things, a lot of content. So let us know, subscribe, make 20 fake accounts and subscribe with all of them. We don't care, but you got to keep them active. Otherwise they're going to disappear. So that's on you after that, but it'd still be cool. But we will be back soon again, every single day on the Flurry Sports YouTube channel in November. That's tomorrow already, or 2 days. Shit. Halloween's tomorrow. That's fantastic news. I thought I had to shoot a video today.